Okay, hello everyone. Today we're going to be looking at, this is basically a continued part to my last video I made about an hour ago. Go check that one out. So we're going to be looking at the precipitation from each area. Let's start in the Buffalo region. So right now they're getting hammered with some pretty bad lake effect. So we're going to be going and looking at this. This was till like 8:30 in the morning. And as you can see, precipitation starts to move to the area through the early morning. This starts as scattered snow showers, but eventually becomes more developed swaths of snow and eventually lake effect snow. This precipitation could accumulate over a foot and is probably one of the most heaviest snow bands in the whole snowstorm that's going on here. So yeah, you can see that it looks like snow bands are still continuing, even into the night hours. Next up, we're moving near Syracuse, and as you can see, looking like less precipitation going on over there. So let's hit play and see what happens. As you can see, in the early morning hours, not precipitation much, until you can see a second wave of scattered snow showers moves by. But then you can also see eventually the lake effect develops, and you can see heavy lake effect snow in the area. Heavy lake effect snow is going to be continuing through the area, actually, and is actually a pretty bad. And so it's basically the same thing down here, but weaker. Next, moving into Vermont, we're going to be having another one. We're going to be looking like we're near the coast here. So we gotta, looking like this. You can see that not much precipitation is in the area right now, and it's been like that. As you can see, no precipitation in the early morning hours. Like, really none. I don't know what happened there, but I don't see much precipitation. And I think it's just little lake effect snow, because that's all what's happening there. Moving to Maine, and Maine gets a lot more severe. Even though there's only 2 stations in Maine, you can see that they're way more severe. So let me click play and let me show you. See, going back to the early morning hours, it's way more severe. You can see heavy snow showers and rain showers enter the area. I mean, look at this. These are very heavy swaths of rain and snow going into the area now. And these continue till around 6 p.m. when they seem to die down and scattered snow showers remain. Next one, we're going to go to near Portland in Maine. Looking at this, you can see very little scattered snow showers right now in the area. But before, again, it was the same story as Maine. It was pretty heavy rain and snow showers in the area. Pretty heavy rain and snow at that point. Even up there, it was way worse. But you can see a second band developing, but really just staying in the innerlands before dissipating. Interesting. You can see that's interesting. Next, we're going to be moving into Boston. This one's small. Like ridiculously small, like unbelievably small. So don't expect much out of this one. I have to literally zoom in. But you can see precipitation in the morning, then becomes clear skies, at least for the radar that shows in these radar areas. Before you can see more precipitation coming up the coast here, and eventually developing in the area. Next one we're going to be going to is the one right below it. And as you can see, this has a lot more. So let's hit play and let's see what happens. Hold on a minute. And there we go. Now we can see what happens as this is more expanded. And you can see scattered snow and rain showers going up into the area, up in north. And then you can see clear skies again, except for a couple showers and snow showers. Before you can see the second swath of precipitation moving in. It moves in south of the area before more develops north of the area. So next one is going to be in New York, actually. As you can see. So let's hit play here and see what happens. And as you can see, we're going to be having some pretty heavy rain showers and snow showers, as this was near the flooding area. And you can see those precipitation moving by, even into the late hours here. And then, as you can see, it's just precipitation moving through. Next, we're going to be going to New York City. This area is small again, so it's not going to be much. And same for the next 3 ones, too. As you can see, rain and snow showers moving into the area. They're going to be clearing by here. And then clearing before you can get more rain and snow showers in the area. So that's what you should expect. Next, we're going to be moving into another New York region with a small one too, with a small radar. So let's see what happens. As you can see, in the early morning hours, we can have some scattered rain and snow before heavier rain and snow scattered showers move in. And they look like to sit around the area before picking up pace and then start moving through the area. As you can see, this looks interesting here as it kind of develops, but still is developing. So next up, we're going to be moving to New Jersey. And this one's much bigger, so we can see a lot more. But I think it's an old radar tower because you can see the specs like way out of there. So moving back to the early morning hours, late morning hours in New Jersey, you can see scattered rain and snow moving across the area before wider snow and rain showers into the area. These scattered will continue, and they continue into the late afternoon hours where we currently are at. Next, we're gonna go to Philly. And as you can see, this one's a small radar station, so please bear with me here. Looking like we're gonna be seeing a bit more from this. Hold on, let me get it loaded. Okay, looking at this here, we can see scattered rain and snow showers crossing into the Philadelphia area, into New Jersey, around 6 p.m. And these just continue on for most of the day, really. There isn't much change going on with them. Next up, we're going to be moving to State College up here. And you can see this one has quite worse too. So, as you can see, scattered rain and scattered snow showers do enter the area. As you can see, they're very scattered and divided and broken. But they don't seem like they clear out either. They become more heavy in the southern areas. As you can see, snow squalls are in effect near the Pittsburgh areas here. But yeah, nothing much scattered. Then we got 2 more radar stations to go before I move on to our next part of the video. Next up, we're going near Pittsburgh. And I'm not going to count that orange one because that's basically showing the exact same thing. But it's smaller, so less. But anyway, as you can see, right now, there's just general snow showers entering the area. But you can see it's a lot more scattered and heavy into the late morning hours, transitioning into the late afternoon hours and eventually evening hours till this nighttime here, where you can see some rain and snow showers here. So yeah, that is what we're going to be doing here. And that is the last one. Now, we're going to click off of this and we're going to do one more thing. This is one more thing to the video. As you can see, we got this little up here. I'm going to go into power. And we're going to be looking at all of the power outages in the counties. So look, every county that's having some power issues. We're going to start down here, actually, in not a county in the Northeast, but we're looking at, it does actually 2, actually. Craig County has 180 out of 3,266 people, so 5.5%. Next up to this county, in Virginia, Highland County, 1,085 of 4,000 customers, so 26.8% of the people of powers are out. And then we got a couple more counties. And then in Washington County, we have about 3% of 1,181 people's power out, and about out of 39,934, 3%. In Orange County, 743 people are out of power out of 21,716, so that's 3.4%. And lastly, Washington County, again, I guess, 962 people are out of 29,297 and 3.3%. Now, last thing we're going to do here before we exit is we're going to go to the power outage again and click on each state and see how they're doing. And exit out of that. And we're going to do each state in the Northeast. Pennsylvania, 3,660 people's power is out of 6,436,856. So that is 0.1% of all Pennsylvanians. Same with New Jersey, 3,373 people out of 4,128,032. So 0.1% again. In New York, we have 1,253 people's power out of 8,171,689, and that's less than 0.1%. Connecticut has 32 out of 1,665,873, so that's 0 people, less than 0.1% of people. Rhode Island, 10 people have out of power out of 514,460, so that's less than 0.1%. Massachusetts was 543 out of 2,877,505 people, so that's less than 0.1%. Vermont, you have 2,722 out of 368,716, so that's 0.7% of people have their power out. And then New Hampshire has 517 people out of 758,639, so that's 0.1%. And lastly, we have Maine, which has 2,485 out of 854,116, which has 0.3%. People are out. So that list looks like it doesn't cause much. But we're going to go to some states that do having some more power, but look like nobody else is having so many power issues. So there's not much power issues in the area. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, so thank you all for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy. And with that, see you next time. Goodbye.